No, I was Jacqueline.
Oh, Jacqueline, I'm sorry.
But what I was saying is that you have to have, now that I'm reading this question, rereading the answers, is that you have to have your behavior plan set to absenteeism because, like, this week alone, our office has been short-staffed because people have had to go down to the Medicaid office. So your behavior plan has to almost generalize between different people, different places, different settings.
You have to have a backup, pretty much.
Exactly. I have a friend, a parent that is a friend that they did the whole plan and everything was ready, and then when the whole plan was finished, they didn't have a therapist for her. Because the company has a lot of turnover, so that's why it's important. And I even think it's I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's unethical to like create a plan if you don't have, if you know that you don't have enough staff to cover the child therapy. And the other one is your resources. Jamie was commenting on it, and here it says write a plan that can be carried out by your resources. Example, do you have the right number of staff, which is it goes with the other one, and are they available? The other one is a staff development. The question that they have is, where are your staff located? Can they be where they need to be to carry out the plan? Oh, it's not staff development, it's the staff deployment. Did I write it incomplete? Yeah, I wrote it wrong.
Right.
It's not staff development, it's a staff deployment. Interesting. And the other one is on-site presence of a supervisor. Frequent supervision ensures proper implementation. I'll change that in the PowerPoint.
Okay. Staff deployment.
That was my last slide today. I was rushing and did as much as I could. Anybody else wants to talk about something else? Any other thing?
We can do one of the quizzes, one of those quizzes on the Cooper quizzes. We can do.
We can. Does anybody know what chapter should we use? I know for treatment integrity, I was looking at chapter 10, but I don't know if that goes with the...
Can we do task list H or...
Which one?
Do you want to put on your screen the table of contents of Cooper to see if we pick something on there?
Yeah.
There's like 39 chapters.
Okay, let's do that. Let me see if I can figure it out. Today in the chat, they were talking about stimulus prompt and response prompt. And I talked to a BCBA. If you want, we can talk about it later. And she explained it to me very, very, very good. I loved it.
Can you share it?
Yeah, I'm gonna share it. But if anybody wants to start talking about it, I can tell you what she told me, and then you can talk about it while I look for the info. Okay, here in her own words. For a stimulus prompt brings attention to the stimulus. Response prompt, the stimulus that is going to evoke the response. So when thinking about stimulus prompt, you can ask yourself this question: what am I changing to what am I changing to get the response? So what is the prompt that I need to get the response? And then am I adding something to the stimulus, enhancing it? Then if we're enhancing the stimulus to get a response, then that is a stimulus prompt. So for the response prompt, the key question would be, what am I adding after the SD to get the response? Does that make any sense? You can talk about it while I look for this, and then she gave me more examples. Does that make any sense to any of you, or no? Not yet.
Not yet. Did you write it that way?
Yeah, that's why I always use visuals, because, you know, in the air, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can share that one, let's see how the way
I
you
need
write
to
it.
organize it in a way that would be a good visual for everybody. Okay, so what do I Google, guys? Cooper book test?
Cooper, just write Cooper quiz on Google, and it should come up. It'll say Pearson, I think. Pearson.
I got it. Let me see. I'm gonna.
And then you'll see something that says TOC on the top, and that's the table of contents.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen, and then you help me out. But just to finish the conversation, basically the key thing that she was saying is that response prompt is basically a prompt that is going to help you answer or give the response. And a stimulus prompt is something on top of that same prompt. That doesn't make any sense yet? No.
Sorry.
Let's give up on it. I need to add visuals. Okay, what do I do here?
TLC on your right. Move a little bit over to the right. Right there. Right there. No. Right
Here?
there. Yep. All right. So pick which one you guys want.
Can you see it?
Which one would be more related to this?
10 was the one that I was getting the information for treatment drift. But I don't think that's the one from today. Did anybody study with a Cooper book for K?
There's nothing there on supervision or anything like that, huh?
What I have seen now.
Maybe it's under ethics. I'm not sure.
Do you want to go crazy and do ethics?
It's going to be better than my Jeopardy.
Your Jeopardy was hard because they didn't have multiple choice. Anybody else wants
Your
to?
Jeopardy jeopardized our life.
I'm traumatized. No, but I'm glad you did it. Otherwise, I would be studying.
It was good.
Okay. You want to do ethics? All I need is 3 votes.
Yeah, let's do ethics because we are on that. We did it last night and tonight. Let's see if we can get at least one right.
One right would be the goal. That's a good one. If we get one right, then we'll celebrate.
All right.
Okay. Number 1. When trying to determine the right thing to do in a given situation, which factors should you consider? Your own personal history in similar circumstances.
I would say all of these.
Wait, let me read the choices. Your own personal history in similar circumstances, your professional training and experience, the rules of the local setting, ethical guidelines published by your professional organization, or all of this. Okay, we already have one person for all of this. We're gonna do the same rule. 3 people give us the same one, and then we go for it.
I say the same, all.
So we have 2.
Me too. Me 3.
And 3. We're good for it. Anybody wants to argue against them? They're like, no way.
Go for it.
Okay.
Let's do an argument.
Ethics encompasses the primary goal is furthering the welfare of the client. Behaviors and the decisions that revolve around the right thing to do. Following the rules of professional codes and standards, what is morally right? All of
this. All of this.
Very fast, all of this. We have 2, all of this. Who's next? We have 8 people, so anybody else can say it and we won't judge.
No.
You can vote on this one too.
Yeah,
I'm nervous. I'm not thinking right.
Jacqueline said, I think it was Jacqueline.
Yeah.
We have Jacqueline. Wait, did I put the? Okay. Thank you, Jacqueline. Which of the following organization does not have ethical guidelines, standards, or position statements that behavior analysts should follow according to your next text? Okay.
Association for Direct Instruction.
Wow, that was fast. Let me read thank you, but let me read the choices. American Psychological Association, Association for Behavior Analysts, Association for Direct Instruction, Behavior Analyst Certification Board. So we already have Jacqueline Moore.
I think it's, oh, I'm not sure.
I really have no idea.
I'm just gonna go against someone today. American Psychological Association.
Let's see.
Okay, we have one. We have Damie for A, and Jacqueline, right? For C, was it? Association for Direct Instruction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would go with C.
And then we have another C. And then another C. Oh, Damie, I don't know.
I lost.
They're all against you. I don't know if you're lost.
Never know. We're not
APA
sure, but
is
they're
what the
just our gut
psychologist
feeling is telling me what that says. So.
You know what? I know it's APA, but I heard a BCBA tell me that behavior analysts don't have to follow their rules all the time, that we have our own ethical code, and after the ethical code was made, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because before, you know, that we didn't have an ethical code. We just had it was just like rules, but it wasn't considered a code. So after it was changed to a code, we didn't have to follow the APA anymore.
Okay, I got you.
So I think that's what they're asking, but that's okay. I might be wrong.
Yeah. I read it wrong. I just was looking at which organization. I didn't even read all about the behavior. Okay.
The way you explained it makes sense.
You're converting people now. You're converting people. Okay, but are we sticking with the C, or are we changing it? Are we following Damie or sticking with C?
C.
Oh, leave it.
I'm sticking with C.
You're sticking with C. Okay, Damie, make a note. If you get it right, we gotta do a share for you.
She gets a free coffee.
A free coffee. There you go.
We're gonna draw her up a coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Visual.
Well,
the visual.
We don't know if we all pass. We can meet somewhere and then she can have a coffee.
Oh, I would love that.
There you go, Damie. We can meet up in person. Okay.
Hey, let me tell you something. After we all pass, I really want to do like a meet somewhere. We have to plan something. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We need to get like a steak and potatoes type dinner.
Steak and potato.
All right.
We need to, what I need is to sleep. I'm not getting enough sleep. Okay, guys. 4. Which of the following is not a right to effective education, as delineated by the Association for Behavior Analysis in 1990? A. Social and physical school environment. I'm sort of having trouble reading it, so let me see if I can. Social and physical school environments that encourage and maintain academic achievement and progress. Curriculum and observative based on empirically validated hierarchies or sequences of instructional objectives. Financial consequences for the school and its performance are based on subjective measures by the school board or a specific mastery criteria that include both the accuracy and speed dimensions of fluent performance. That was tough. Let me read the questionnaire. Which of the following is not a right to effective education as delineated by the Association for Behavior Analysis in 1990? If we have
Would it be
financial? Guess on it.
Would it be financial? I don't know. I feel like social and curriculum and mastery has, I don't know. But I'm guessing.
I agree with C.
I'm guessing C.
Okay, then let's go for the C.
Let's go for C. Anybody else want? Okay, I'll read the next one.
It's just an educated guess.
Yeah. Which of these does not help individuals gain professional competency in their field? A, formal coursework. B, supervised practical. C, mentored professional experience. D, attending non-accredited workshops and training and successfully completing accredited university training programs. So let's remember that they're asking for which of these does not help individuals gain professional competency in the field.
D.
So D, attending non-accredited workshops and training.
Yeah.
Because it's a non-accredited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
I would
Let's
say
go with that, but I think it looks like a tricky question. There might be something else.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
for it. It doesn't.
Okay, let's wait. This should be easy. So formal coursework, it has to be, right? That has to be.
We
Yeah.
have to
Supervised practical.
Yes.
Yeah, that's important for professional competence.
Yeah. Mentor professional experience.
That might be mentor professional. What's the difference between mentor professional experience and supervised practica? Those two are.
Well, supposedly you either do one or the other. So they should both be there.
Okay.
Yeah. That basically means, if I'm understanding the English correctly, is that you're being mentored, right? Right?
Yeah.
It's not that you're mentoring, it's that you're being mentored.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go to
And
the
the
next
other
one.
one is successfully completing accredited university training program. That has to be.
Yeah. I think it's.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So let's go with the other one.
We'll find out soon.
Yeah. I know. What should you do if you are in a situation where the demands of the situation exceed your training? Reassure the clients that you are a qualified behavior analyst and continue with the intervention you have in place. Tell the client that you are not qualified to provide treatment and walk away, run away. Take additional training in the area of competency so as to improve your skills. Make a refer to another behavior analyst or consultant. The third and fourth answered choice are correct. So the third would be, let me read the third one again. Seek additional training in the area of competency so as to improve your skill. Let me read it for the people that are driving. And make a referral to another behavior analyst or consultant.
The last
one. Last one.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh
That
my God,
was
this
the
is
easy
so
one.
big. The next one is so big.
Who wants to read the next one? Coming once, coming twice.
Oh my God.
Well, everyone can read it themselves, I think.
Well, but the thing is that we're recording and then people are, they want to hear it.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jamie read it.
I'll read.
Go, Jamie. Let me zoom it up.
Oh, Jamie.
All right. Joanne is a behavior analyst providing services to a child with autism. She has been having a difficult time with a family. She is out for coffee one day when her cell phone rings. It is her mother who asks how things are going. She tells her mother about her woes with this family, explaining that the intervention she has implemented doesn't seem to be working and that she is having trouble with the parents, who seem to be questioning her skills. Her mother, who is a retired teacher, not a behavior analyst, asks, "Is this the same family that you had trouble with last year?" Joanne replies, "No, this is a different family. This is the Jacksons. They are very wealthy and live on the upper side of town. You remember them? You met them at a school board meeting once." Consider Joanne's behavior relative to issues of confidentiality. Which of the following statements is true? A, Joanne committed a breach of confidentiality unintentionally, so this breach of confidentiality is not of concern. Joanne committed B. Joanne committed a breach of confidentiality intentionally, and this is of great concern. C, Joanne committed a breach of confidentiality intentionally, but it is not of great concern because her goal was to serve the greater good and avoid future problems for this child. And D, no breach of confidentiality occurred because Joanne did not give out a personally identifiable information.
B.
No.
B.
B. B or
I think it's B.
Yeah, I think it's B. Everybody agrees. Okay, anybody wants to volunteer for the very long one that comes next?
someone with no accent.
I can do it.
Go for it. My throat is seriously hurting tonight, so reading it's very bad. So go ahead. Thank you.
Okay.
Go, Jacqueline.
All right. Michael is a behavior analyst working at an adult day treatment program where the staff always involves their clients in planning their day programs. Today, Michael is holding a meeting with one of his clients, Dan, who has moderate mental disabilities and has been having trouble with his behavior during work periods. Dan has been getting up partway through the day and running out of the room screaming. While he is out of the room, he often tears paper off the walls and destroys the agency's property. The team is meeting with Dan today to determine how his intervention will be revised. Michael is proposing that a response cost intervention be imposed, where Dan will lose some of the money he has earned for every minute he is out of the room. Dan is opposed to this intervention because he does not want to be fined. Michael and the team say to Dan, but this intervention is trying to help you. I guess if you don't want to do this, we will have to revise your intervention so that you don't earn as much money. We need to pay for all the damage you have caused. After discussing some other options that the team did not feel would be effective, Dan says he would like to think about it, but his bus just pulled up and he needs to leave for the day. The team tells him this needs to be decided today or he cannot return to the facility tomorrow. What ethical issues have the team violated? A, they have implemented intervention and assessment without Dan's consent. B, they are attempting to coerce Dan into the intervention, interfering with his right to voluntarily participate in the intervention. C, they have breached confidentiality by sharing this information with Dan and staff. Or D, Michael has not shared all the relevant treatment information with Dan so that he can make an informed decision.
B or D? I don't know.
I think B.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of rushing him to make a decision and he hasn't really thought it through.
Yeah.
B.
B is more right, I think.
Yeah, okay. Let's go for B. We have 3 people for B.
Okay.
Okay, we're only missing 2 guys, so that's awesome. Which of these are important considerations in deciding whether or not an intervention is likely to be successful? A, is the client willing to participate? B, has the behavior been successfully treated in the research literature? C, is public support likely? D, will those involved in the treatment have control over the critical contingencies? And the last one, all of these. I have one for C.
B. Don't C, I think.
B or C?
That's D.
I'm sorry, B or C?
C, I think.
A, B, C. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think all of these.
Will those involved treatment have control over the critical contingent?
I think all also.
I think all.
I think so too.
Okay.
Okay, we have 3 for all. Let's do 10. What is a conflict of interest? When a behavior analyst, either alone or in tandem with a client, family, friend, or associates of the client, has a vested interest in the outcome of the interaction. When all members of a team have a similar treatment goal for an individual. When one member of a team has a negative history with the behavior analyst and the two do not get along well. When parents hire behavior analysts to consult with their child and to provide recommendations to a local school.
A.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I agree. I think that one is easy. Okay, guys, we're officially done. So
All right.
answers
Center.
for grading.
Let's see the result.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Oh my
100%.
goodness. I think we did better than yesterday, guys. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
Who
but
wants to go over the ones that we got wrong?
So the question number 3, so that's not the psychology, that's the Association for Direct Instruction.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's one. Which other one was?
Third one,
Because I don't think there is an association of direct instructions. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either. But I don't know. We will have to Google it.
I'm gonna have to go talk to that BCBA. I'm gonna have a nice conversation with her.
Again, we don't know really what the question was referring to.
9.
You want to look at 9?
Yeah.
Which of these are important considerations in deciding whether or not an intervention
That was all of
is likely to be
these.
successful? It only tells us all of the above, but it was a list of a couple of things.
Yeah. Okay.
It was 4 of them, yeah.
Yeah. But guys, we did awesome. I think this is the first time we get 100.
No, we've gotten 100 before in other.
We have.
You have? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But I didn't think that for you were gonna get 100. I was
Not on ethics. We
Yeah,
haven't studied ethics.
Yeah.
Well,
Can
we all
somebody explain number 10 to me, please?
The 3,
10.
Number 10. Can someone explain it?
what is in conflict, a conflict of interest? When a behavior analyst, either alone or in tandem with a client, family, friend, or associates of the client, has a vested interest in the outcome of the intervention. Anybody wants to explain it?
it's interaction.
The key thing for me here is vested interest, meaning you're gonna gain something. You're gonna gain money. You're gonna gain property. You're gonna gain, something out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more
Mhm.
personal. So it's vested interest is more something personal. So, if you start talking to the parent about, where did I go now? Things like that have nothing to do with the intervention, has nothing to do with the child. There's some type of interest there that has totally separate from work. There's no business. It's not related to anything with the.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, you guys did great.
Look, vested interest in the actual dictionary, it says a personal stake or involvement in an undertaking or a state of affairs, especially one with an expectation of financial gain.
Okay. That's good. Okay. Thank you very much, ladies.
You're welcome. So thank you very much.
And I do want to throw out there, I did Google that Association of Direct Instruction, and there is one, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Good to know. Okay, so I guess we have to read about that question to go know more about it. But we get it right.
You guys did great. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a great night.
Thank you for helping me with the reading. My throat was in pain.
Oh, yeah.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you, Yanni. Good
Bye.
night.
Thank you. Bye.